Well, there's a simple fix to that. There's going to be a lot of people getting group karma. And yeah, I mean, if you've got that many Pisces calling back their energy and doing the work, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. However, a simple fix to the gossip, the slander, because you got to think, if they have something to say about an individual, they can obviously have that individual there, or they'll be creating karma for you, because it's all involved, knowing, unknowing, assisting, and or otherwise. So if you hear them bring, because I'm a soul practitioner, so I'm able to do this, if they're bringing up Upshotscott, me in any way, shape, or form, my number's all over Google. Make them pick the phone up and call me in front of you, and that'll solve all the problems. We'll make this the disclaimer, because they'll be starting an 8-year cycle of destiny swap karma, and it's what it is. I mean, if toxic individuals have gotten involved in this energy, that they didn't know what they were doing, and it gets pretty metaphysical and pretty far out there. Okay, great. So, disclaimer, if they bring up my business or my name, no one is associated with my business, period. If they were, they'd be under client-patient confidentiality, or, simple enough. Because of all of this, you can't let people know what you're doing, because they've tried to destroy it. And to end that, and to keep anyone else from being sucked into a karmic cycle with these toxic individuals that don't know what they're talking about, trying to live off of the back of someone else and not do the work, make them pick up the phone, because it's right there in my description box. It's very easy to fucking Google is across the planet, so there should be no arguments, right? Any hesitation, don't trust that person. You want to know who you can trust? Okay, great. If they can't pick up the phone and call in front of you, they'll have plenty of things to say. They'll know this story, and they'll know that story, and they'll know this, and they'll know that. All that shit is hearsay. So make them pick up the phone, put it on speakerphone. Simple enough. Simple enough. It's not hard my number's on Google. It's not hard to figure out who they're talking about. Simple enough, because we were just talking today. I had one of my neighbors visited by a woman in a wig. and all she wants to talk about is how I took her to his competition. They're shady people. That's what it is. They're doing anything they can to create drama, and he fully understood that. So that's why we don't talk about what successful people do, what unsuccessful toxic fucks don't. So the minute an unsuccessful toxic fuck opens their mouth with any of our businesses in their names, make them pick up the phone. That's what it is, because you're talking about opportunists that are weak, unhealed, toxic, sick fucks that want to, get in on the bandwagon of something they know absolutely nothing about, which means they'll continue to make things up, and then that gets other people involved. So that's what it is. Right? We're doing everything. She said Uno reversal card. Yeah, we're doing everything the opposite of the way we did it last time, because that's the only way it worked for them. And now they're all getting group karma. I can't do anything about that. So everybody enjoy your evening. Enjoy your week ahead. And that's what it is. I mean, this should be the only time we have to discuss this. They bring up a soul practitioner. They bring up a Pisces of any kind, because that's pretty much a collective Pisces reading. If they bring up an individual that you know to be a Pisces, they bring up their business, they bring up experiences that they've had. Cool, have them call that individual. That's what it is. Put on speakerphone. There's not one of you that has a phone that doesn't have speakerphone. Simple enough. Simple enough. And if you're not smart enough to be able to figure out if that's the true person that they called, well, then there's no help for either one of you. It's simple enough. You deserve the karma. I said what I said. Simple enough. Is it going to get rough? Yes. Their 8-year cycle is just starting. You can't expect someone to do something that you're not willing to do yourself. And because we understood the assignment, kept that shit to ourselves, that's what it is. The whole group will be starting a cycle. I can't do anything about that. And you've got too many readers that are now, and it's a destiny swap karma. That's way worse than anything else. That's what it is. You're talking about people that did not expect to ever get met with karma. Okay, great. So now they're going to be looking for sympathy. Now they're going to be looking for, help. They're going to be looking for everything possible for the universe bringing their world crashing down. The minute they bring up my name, my business, any experience they claim to have had, any of that nonsense, pick the phone up and call me. Put it on speakerphone, put them on the spot so we can put an end to this shit. First and foremost, immediately. Simple enough. No text messages, no, because you're talking about people that are doing everything possible to be toxic, unhealed, and basically a bunch of sick fucks. So if you want to associate yourself with toxic, unhealed, sick fucks, be my guest. That's your prerogative. I'm not going to stop you. However, I'm a little bit more blunt about how I do things. And some people may not like that. I'm not responsible for what people like. I'm certainly not responsible for how many people they got involved with something that they cannot even discuss. Because you got to think, most of these people are high AF. What does high AF mean? That's what it is. We ascended high AF. They're smoking themselves silly high AF. So that's what it is. All right, I have years of sobriety, so we can't even argue that at this point. That's what it is. They have something to say. Pick that phone up. Fucking be the bigger person, 100%. And definitely don't trust anyone. We got spiritual body jumpers, all kinds of weird shit. All that crazy stuff that they never did the fucking work to protect themselves from. Simple enough. I agree with the readers. I agree that will be their karma. I saw the evidence around me. The evidence is no longer around me, so we know it's cleared. I took plenty of feng shui classes, things of that nature, to clear the energy. We told them it was going to happen. They can't believe it happened, and they all still have something to say. We got 8 years of this shit, so buckle up, buttercups. And that's my only request for the next 8 years. If someone brings my soul business, as a soul practitioner, they bring my business up around you, your family, the dinner table, that's group karma. You get to learn the lesson now as well. There's a blessing and a lesson to all of this. Blessing, end it before it begins. That's what it is. Or accept the karma and all the repercussions that come with it. Simple enough. All right, done with that. Namaste.